Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 13 of Civilization 5 as Rome. We are still at war with Genghis Khan of the Mongols, which is basically kind of the theme of this series at the moment. We're just trying to take his last city out. I was debating for a while whether or not it was worth taking his last city, if it made more sense to keep him around as a trading partner and to get less warmonger penalty from the other AIs, but after some consideration I figured we'll probably just end up spending half of the game having to deal with him forward settling us, and we'd like to have this little island to ourselves, if at all possible. So that's basically what we're going for here. Going to make sure that we've got the Legion fortified up so he takes as little damage as possible. They have a Keshik over there, which I hadn't planned on. I wonder if that was the one that was up there and he sailed all the way down the coast. It's certainly a possibility. But either way, let's go and do as much damage as we can, as quickly as we can. We want to get as many units in here as possible. We can start doing damage with our trebuchets. Admittedly, it's not going to be a lot of damage, but any damage is damage. We can move down with you. Can't really get you into a position where you can hit anything, but we'll move in with you anyway. Already got the city down to incredibly low health, so that's good. Let's get a few of these workers busy. And let's get you down there on this hill. And there he is, actually. Can't hit him on this turn, but if he wants to stay around there in range, he's more than welcome to. So let's start working on this road. 1, 2, 3. That wheat will actually be in range of Kume later, which is nice. You want to go to war with Elizabeth. I'm kind of hoping that Japan and England kick the snot out of each other. England's actually doing quite well at the moment, though. But let's deal with one problem at a time. So yeah, you're moving forward with that Keshik, which is annoying because you'll probably attack that Legion, but I still don't think you've got enough to finish him off. In fact, you didn't actually attack with the Keshik, which I find remarkably odd. Okay, we can steal a tech. What are we actually working on at the moment? We're working on steel. So if we wanted to, we could steal any of these. Printing press could be useful for zoos, because we are going to need some happiness. But there again, we are trying to get our way up to navigation as quick as possible. Let's rush astronomy. Unit needing orders. Now, before we deal with this Keshik, let's see if we can actually take the city out, because if we can take the city, then he'll just be out of the game anyway, and we won't even need to worry about the Keshik, so let's deal with all the guys who are furthest away and can't hit the Keshik first. I think I might just maybe have enough damage to do it. Risky. Now, can you take it is the question. You could, but you'll probably die. Ah. And you are the guy with cover 2. The problem I've got now, though, is he'll probably die anyway from bombardment from the city. And there is a chance he might live. So we're going to try it anyway. And he did live. And he's out of the game. So we will puppet the city for now. Didn't really save an awful lot in there. And it is starving, which is fine. We did actually save the Legion. Normally, as long as you have 1 health, you can still attack a city. And you normally do still survive. So that's him out of the war. And the war is over. We don't have to worry about him anymore. It's just going to be everybody else settling our lands now. So let's keep some of these legions and things. You know, let's put our army in some of the cities. We'll save a little bit of money from oligarchy, so we might as well do it. Rome has grown. You're working that mine. That's as good a tile as any to be working, I suppose. In fact, what were you just working there? You seem to be working a very odd tile. You're working the workshop. Well, I guess you may as well. We don't have any of the science buildings in there yet. We will do, but we don't have any in there yet. So let's get one over to Kume. You could just go into Rome. Of course, that ship is now gone because we're no longer at war with them, so that's fine. So we'll just put you on to alert. And on to the next turn. We probably do really need to get another worker now. You could offer me a bit more than open borders if you want wine. I'm going to assume that I've got spare wine here. I'm not 100% sure. I think you'll find that that is a close deal. Fine, then don't have wine. I'm not bothered. You would be willing to buy wine. Would you be willing to buy wine for 7 gold per turn? Six. Okay, well that's better than Japan was willing to offer me. Now then, Siam has cotton. Oh dear, Brazil's caught us. Okay, that's a shame. Well, that's okay. We'll go and spy on England. We do have a declaration of friendship with Brazil, so we don't want to annoy him too much. Don't think we have a spare wine anymore. It's saying we have 2. Well, I guess we have, haven't we? We've got spare wine now because we've just taken it all from Mongolia. So yeah, we do have spare wine. Well, we'll sort that out in a moment. So, unit promotion. We will give you... It's just tempting not to get volley on these. So let's go ahead and do that. Antium has grown. And again, we're working a lot of crappy tiles here. Let's put 1 person in the market just to get some gold. But we do need to improve some tiles here. So yeah, we do have some... spare wine. We've got a couple. Let's go at... Well, who wants wine? Pedro wants wine. First of all, then, let's go ahead and move that spy. And we will move you to London. We want to offer Pedro wine. Yep, he will buy wine. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't have enough gold to pay us outright. So let's ask for the 7 gold per turn. He is still friendly. And he's willing to give us a 7 gold per turn, which is good. Everybody else, what do we want to do with you? Most of you, I think, are just going to end up sitting around for a while. As long as we've got somebody in pretty much every city, just to avoid losing massive amounts of money. Let's go and take that crossbowman and get you up there in Antium, and then we will take this crossbowman and you can sit there. I know that doesn't count as a city. It just makes sense to keep everything where I can see it. Another good thing now that Genghis is gone, it means he won't be attacking Kabul anymore. So they should be happy with us for a while. Everybody else, just go on to alert. You have finished that. Now we do need to work on roads and stuff, but I think what we need to do more than anything is just get some of these tiles upgraded. And we'll just start building up an army ready for the next war, basically. You need to heal up, of course. And you can go on to alert. It's not very often I play militaristic games of Civilization 5, but, you know, it is Rome, and it's kind of what Rome do, so... Apparently we found a barbarian encampment. It also looks like it's quite close to us as well. I'm sure it just flashed up down here. Yeah, it's there. Open borders, we don't need them. But we're definitely going to have to deal with that barbarian camp. So, let us grab our legion. What's it got in it? A swordsman. Swordsman is stronger than us. But if we go and sit upon the hill, we should be okay. We should be able to defeat it. You can work on a camp. And what we can do is we can... Well, you're heading up there, aren't you? But you can come down here and help. And in fact, we want you on that tile, probably. You can hit him from there. So you'll move there on the next turn. Speaking of next turn, not really an awful lot else we can do. So we'll just go straight on to the next turn. 5 turns away from steel. And a bit more religion coming in now. Money's not too bad. Happiness is okay. Science could definitely be better. Certainly not as powerful as we were playing as Babylon, that's for sure. So let's go and start doing damage to this this guy here. Now, can we attack and should we attack? Well, I don't think there's any point rushing into it, so we'll just sit up there on the hill. I guess we're going to be clicking through next turn a few times. There's not really an awful lot that we can do while we aren't at war. And we could possibly move our armies across the water and just directly attack Kyoto. He has a lot of salt. He also has the Colossus. Now, a couple of videos ago, I think it was when I actually took Karakorum, I got a Steam achievement and I wasn't aware what it was. I hadn't even noticed at the time, but the reason I got the Steam achievement is because I took a city that had the statue of Zeus. So combat strength when attacking cities, that's actually going to really help us if we want to be a militaristic civ, which we do. Now, it's probably time to annex this place, just so we can get it to do what we want it to do. It will give us some unhappiness, but that's fine. We can put it on production focus. Let's manually lock the tiles in that we want here. A lot of them are still on fire, which we need to sort out, but we want to grow. So, food and food and food. Food and production. Food production and gold. Food production and gold. And we will take some straight up production. So the city will grow, but we need to repair those tiles. So that's not too much of a problem at all. I'm going to attack you. Can we clear you out yet? Nope, so we'll just stay there. City connection established. Beshbelik and Karakorum. Well, I guess so, because they already had the road there. So we don't even need to build a road to Beshbelik, which is nice. Rome has finished the university, which is really good. We can build an observatory here, so I'm going to suggest that we should definitely do that as soon as possible. Also, speaking of which, we now have university slots to work. So let's not work the workshop. Let's work the university slots. That's just taken out of a good food slot. We don't really need all that much production. We'll carry on growing where we can. There's got to be some worse tiles there. Yeah, 1 food and 3 production is definitely better than 2 production. Most of the other tiles seem okay, so we'll leave it at that. And just work the university for a while. Unit needs orders. You guys... Well, just start repairing stuff now that we've got all these roads connected up. And we do want to go and get the quarry over there as well. You guys are still working on the road. So let's carry on doing that. Now, Yerevan is a cultured city-state. It's a little bit of a shame that we don't have any mercantile city-states close by to us, because it'd be nice to get the additional happiness from the stuff they provide, but I think we'll be okay. I think when Antium has finished its harbour, I might see if we can actually get a coastal trade route. Not sure if we actually... Well, we can actually check that straight away, I suppose. If we have a look over here. Trade routes available. Antium to Palenque. Yeah, so we can actually get some coastal routes. In fact... Antium to Kyoto is the most valuable trade route there is right now. So we'll consider doing that. Let's sort this problem out first. Didn't quite kill him off, but this will do the job. That'll probably even give us a little bit more influence with Kabul down here. Not that we need it, but... Elizabeth is plotting against Ram. Share intrigue. Declaration of friendship? Nah, declines. What a shame. So maybe taking Beshbelik didn't help all that much. We've got a little bit of warmonger penalty for doing it, but never mind. We'll go on to the next turn, I think. I don't think there's an awful lot else that we can do, so... Just got to wait until we can do stuff. Now, Ram has cotton. Britain has pearls. We don't specifically need them right now, so there isn't a lot of point paying for them, and if I have something spare that I can exchange for them, then we may well consider doing that. We may have some stuff that's pillaged that we can use, though it doesn't look like we have, but that's fine. We don't mind that too much. Antium has finished the harbour. We could get an observatory, but let's go ahead and get a cargo ship first, and then we'll queue up the observatory. We also want the university as well. Remember, though, the university is already finished in Rome, so we get the production discount, and we are working on the observatory in Rome, so once that's finished, we'll also get the discount there as well. So you guys were heading... I don't know, well, I guess you guys were heading to Cumae, and you guys were heading to Antium. Caravan, you carry on to Yerevan, I suppose. Eventually, of course, we will be getting rid of the caravans and we'll just build everything as sea trade routes. They're much more valuable. And the only people we can trade with here, of course, are city-states. So, not all that useful at all, really. But yeah, we will go ahead and build a road through to these guys. I suppose it makes sense. But we do want to connect to Pantheon. We've discovered steel. That took a while. Now we're working on navigation. We can adopt a policy. We can get rationalism now, so it makes sense to do it. Start working on rationalism as early as you can, especially on these higher difficulty levels, because, you know, the AI is just always ahead of you on science if you don't. Legion. We can upgrade the legions now to longswordsman. I guess we might as well. The only problem is with the longswordsman, well, I can't tell on this turn, but I am going to upgrade both of them anyway, including this one. Is I think the longswordsmen lose the ability to build the roads and the forts, which isn't the end of the world. Yeah, we can keep that going. We'll keep him friendly because we say we do have that declaration of friendship and we do have a research agreement, which has still got 30 turns left on it. Be nice if we could get friendly with somebody else, but we'll see how things go. Copper from Elizabeth ended. So, copper and wine. We'll see if we can get that going again. We have spare wine. Do you still have spare copper? No, you don't. Do you still have spare pearls?
I beg your pardon?
Yo, you won't give me a fair deal.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
What about if I give you 1 gold per turn?
I beg your pardon?
2, 3. Wow, that was expensive. You can see here, England really... Well, the AI just generally doesn't like me, and that's probably because I was quite aggressive, been a bit of a warmonger and upset them. So, I guess we should probably not be working the workshop, but we can just go ahead and work the Writers Guild. That makes a lot of sense. We need to build something else here now the Writers Guild is done. Let's go ahead and build the university. We'll get them in every city that we can. Longswordsmen, just so that I can check. Yeah, so the Longswordsmen lose their ability to build the buildings. It's not a promotion, it's actually an innate ability, which is a little bit of a shame. Let's just go ahead and repair everything else down here while we can. You can heal up because you're not even at full health. And this is the thing with a lot of these special units, is that you only have a very, very short period of time during the game when they're relevant. And bear in mind we're playing on epic pace. If we were playing on standard pace, sometimes you have units that you might build them, and you might only have them for 4 or 5 turns, and then you're upgrading them to something new, so... There we go. The reason I decided to go for pearls and not copper when I changed the deal is because I thought there's probably a city that actually is demanding pearls. There's also got some demanding whales as well, but nobody seems to have them spare. Ram has spare cotton. He also apparently wants truffles, but I don't think I've got anything spare that I can trade with him. No, he does have spare copper and cotton though. But we don't need them at the moment. Our happiness is fine, so I'm not going to waste any money getting stuff that I don't need to. Karakorum has finished its walls. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get the courthouse. We will also get the circus because it's free. We could also do... Well, we definitely need a monument in there as well. We'll get that after the courthouse, I think. And there's a lot of stuff that we'd like to get here. Workshops, universities, harbours. We're probably going to go circus into... You're not working any sea resources. Lighthouse is a bit useless. Let's go into the... Well, we'll get the workshop. Probably after the monument, because it'll speed everything else up. Yeah, we'll do it after the monument, I think. Should be fine. Unit needing orders. Yep, you're just going to alert up now. You're just going to alert up. I've got to go through all these units again. Caravan, you are going to go to Yerevan. At least until we've managed to sort out a few issues. And now you're going to tell me that you need orders. Yep, that's understandable. Well, that's one AI down anyway. And we're still not even at the bottom of the score. And I'm not terribly far behind Japan and Ram. I mean, I'm not terribly behind on score at all. You want to go to war with Elizabeth. Do you know what? I could totally say yes. I'm going to say yes. No, we have trades with Elizabeth. I was thinking about saying yes there for a moment because I don't think Elizabeth can really hurt me. And if it encourages Ram to go to war with her, then it might actually do us some damage. I might see if I can bribe Ram to go to war with her, actually. They do have borders over here. They are next to each other. So it might be something that's worth trying. Let's see if you would. Would you be willing to declare war on Elizabeth? He actually would, for not all that much. Probably doesn't value open borders and horses. So if I was to give him something like 7 gold per turn, 8, it's probably going to be 10 or something like that. Yep, 10 gold per turn, and now he's at war with Elizabeth. That's fine. We could also possibly bribe Japan to do the same. Because if Japan will go to... Oh, he doesn't like me much, does he? Alright. Would you be willing to go war with Elizabeth? Yes, you would. And not all... Well, I'm going to vote yes for the World's Fair anyway. Brilliant. Only cost me 4 gold per turn. So for 14 gold per turn, I've got 2 AIs attacking the second highest scoring other AI. So that's not too bad. You want open board. You don't need open borders. You're supposed to be going in the other direction. You fight in England, not me. You don't need to come over here. Be gone with you. You don't need open borders either. Always trying it on. Ram's actually friendly now. So is Japan, come to that. Don't think I have anything I could trade with Ram for his copper and his cotton, though. We've discovered Genoa. Very nice. Discovered Sophia. Very nice. And that's all we can do on this turn, so I'm going to end the video there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Civilization 5 as Rome. And I'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.